I have enough of a wherewithal to figure out what you need. How do you stay warm? You spend most of the day in the library and make sure you bundle up at night. I did end up with like some frostbite on my hands and feet at one point. Something just as simple as a bathroom, you really have to time out. Like someone offered me dinner one day. I'm like, no, it's too late. I can't eat now because without being too graphic, it might work itself through me to the point where I will need a washroom at 4 a.m. and I don't have access to that.
Right. Right.
Like you start to have to plan ahead a lot more.
I'm a retired person living in BC, and we see a lot of homelessness. We approach it with a fear factor, not understanding that it isn't all a drug-inspired environment. I just wondered if your guest could comment on how we can overcome that fear to be helpful in some way.
There is an element where the people in the tents, they have to reach out as well. It's not just a one-sided thing. We had the short end of the stick, and I just want the people in our community, that little tent area, to say, guys, keep it clean. Do not interfere with people using the park because they have the power. If it comes down to it and they want us out of here the way the laws are written, they could do it. Yeah, I'm not questioning her apprehension. It's like, I want to keep my distance from them. Part of the reason I like the smaller parkette is because when it gets too big, it's actually overwhelming, and then it magnifies the problems.
Well, I'm 62 years old, and I don't get much attention. I'm on EI right now, and I work seasonal. I was almost homeless, and I may be in the spring. What will someone do with $700?
I do not mean to be flippant, and I say this with all due respect to his situation. $700, you're doing well if you're in a tent. Because the reality is that in the tent, you can qualify for OW. If you're on a path to get a job, you have to have at least a cell phone with some data on it. That cuts into it. Food, you start looking at calories per dollar as opposed to what do I want to eat today. Now, in a shelter, you still get that $3.45, but I have access to showers, a bathroom when I need it, 3 meals a day that I don't have to pay for, and a place to sleep that's warm. The shelter system, it's not the best system, but it's what we've got. We're just going to keep putting Band-Aids as opposed to actually fixing what is wounded, hoping it'll heal itself.